It's V Sigma again in the basement mad scientist laboratory with another old computer video. Now this one you probably haven't seen before. This is a Packard Bell Multimedia D135 mini tower computer from 1996. Now this is a kind of what I would call a ship of Theseus computer after the famous philosophical thought experiment. The CD drive is not original. The floppy drive is not original. The motherboard is not original. So about the only thing left of this computer from... Oh yeah, the hard drive is also not original. So the only part of this computer that is original to when it came out of the factory in 1996 is the case. Anyway, what we're doing with this computer today is we're going to upgrade this bad boy to Windows 98. It's on here on this unlabeled upside down CDRW. So let's fire this sucker up. Ah, yeah. Listen to it go. Crack open the CD drive. Pop that in there. Let's go into the setup. It's very basic, but it tells you what you need to know. Alright, well we didn't make any changes, so let's just get out of the BIOS. So there's our setup screen. It's an award BIOS, Packard Bell version 123.23, 233 megahertz Pentium MMX processor. Got an i430VX chipset. Got our CD drive, hard drive, system information, 48 megabytes of RAM, which is certainly enough to run Windows 98. Here we go into Windows 95. Now, I don't remember if I installed system sounds on this thing, so it might not actually make a noise when you boot. Oh boy, unknown device. Oh, it's the monitor. Alright, there we go. Got the classic Windows 95 startup sound. March. At times off by an hour. Alright, so here we are on the desktop. It's just typical Windows. Let's see if I can't access my CD. Alright. Win 98 SE. I don't know if I can run the upgrade from within Windows, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, baby. Yes, I would love to upgrade my computer to the new version of Windows 98. Welcome to Windows 98 setup. Congratulations on choosing Windows 98. Oh, I will choose Windows 98 every day. I love Windows 98. It's one of my favorite operating systems. This is my, let's see, like 4th or 5th computer I own that runs it. I got Gateway down there that runs it. Generic Athlon box that runs it. This runs it. Got a laptop over there that runs it. Another Gateway that runs it. Everything runs Windows 98 in this place. If it doesn't run Windows 98, then it runs DOS or it runs some version of Mac OS. Alright. Now I'm going to pause for a bit while we go through the boring parts of the Windows setup, because it does take a little while. Actually, my bad. We actually have something to do at the moment, so let's go through that. Oh dear! Products key. I don't have one. I have to get one. Okay, we're back with a product key. So now we can resume the installation. Alright, so we're building a registry database. Checking for installed components. This is the typical stuff that Windows 98 goes through when you set it up. Gotta check that disk space. I don't remember how big the hard drive in this thing is. It's some kind of Seagate drive. I don't remember how big it is because I put it in here about 3 years ago. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, save them system files. Oh, it's taking a while. Oh, never mind. The magic of being on video. Say something's taking too long and it'll magically speed up. Alright, moving along. Next step. No computer. Oh, hold on. I didn't even get to name it. And let's just remove that. One second. I can't do this one-handed. There we go. That's better. So this is going to be Packard Bell 01. Oh, I don't want to make a startup disk. Oh dear. Yeah, we're not creating a startup disk. I don't need one. I already have some, actually. Okay. Now here's the part that takes a long time, copying all these Windows 98 system files. So we'll come back when this is done. And, yeah. Then the computer will be running Windows. The file copying is all done. Restart the computer. Oh boy. That's a little weird. Let's just ignore it. Okay, let's close it. Oh boy. Windows 98 caused a general protection fault in module msjstick.drive. Okay. That's great. So I'm guessing I didn't install Windows 98 after all. Oh boy. Well, my start menu disappeared. That's not great. Well, I guess we'll try again with the whole Windows 98 setup and see what happens. Oh boy, here we got check disk, scan disk, not check disk. That's not a good sight when you boot up a computer. You genuinely don't want to see this. Alright, scan disk, come on. Alright. So we should boot into Windows 98. It's just that because the setup crashed, there's problems. But I should be able to fix those. I think I know what the problem might be. I installed this weird USB driver for Windows 95 and I'm going to have to get rid of that. Windows 98. Alright, we're going into Windows now. Hopefully we get something functional. Alright. So we're doing the hardware setup. Initializing the driver, database. All that good stuff. Now I got a modem in here, you know, one of these Packard Bell modem / sound cards. The sound card part works, as you obviously heard earlier in the video, but the modem part does not, and I'm wondering if maybe upgrading to Windows 98 will somehow fix that. Not that I have any real use for an old 33.6 kilobit modem, but it would be nice if it worked. Alright. Plug and play device setup. We'll come back to this when it's done. Alright, we're restarting again. Such is the Windows 98 way. You gotta restart about 4 times before you can actually get to the desktop. Alright, come back when we're back in the setup. Alright, we're back to Windows 98. Coming to the final parts of the setup. Alright, updating files, loading Windows. Alright, here we are again. Back to plug and play devices. I'm waiting for the part where I actually, get to do something. But that's kind of the problem with Windows. Alright, let's wait for this to finish up. Here we go, alright. Setting up our control panel. Updating our shortcuts. This is all typical stuff you get towards the end of the setup here. Updating the programs on the start menu to their 98 versions. Updating our system settings. This one's important. You gotta have working system settings. Update those system settings. Woohoo! Coming to the final stretch of the setup, folks. Okay. Almost finished now with the system settings. So very soon we should be in Windows 98. And then I'll just have to do a couple things. Add some components that I'm pretty sure I didn't add when I installed 95, like a full set of system sounds. Just 2 minutes to go. 1 minute. Then we're going to be in Windows 98, baby. System settings are complete. Time to restart again. Coming back again to this wonderful boot screen. But this time, we're going to go straight into Windows 98. And it's going to be glorious. There's Windows 98. But this time for real. Updating our configuration files once again, as is typical for doing the setup. Now I'm hoping it'll play the really cool music that plays when you upgrade to Windows. Okay, we're gonna just call it P Bell 01. It doesn't matter. I'm not using a password. Finding the monitor. Again. Always finding the monitor. Alright, so we're going to use the new plug-and-play monitor driver instead of the old one. Alright. Now I'm wondering if it might play the cool music. Usually when you install Windows 98 you get a really cool little 1 minute long instrumental piece. Oh boy, a lot of activity going on here. But still can't actually, use the computer yet. It's got to do all this other stuff first. Alright, we got a desktop. Oh yeah. Oh, it didn't play the music. Hold on, I must not have done something here. I'll be right back. Alright, we're installing some components now off the CD-ROM that were not originally part of Windows. So I could see if maybe I can get that cool music to play. Since for some reason it didn't play. It always played before when I would set up Windows 98. Alright, we'll come back to this in a moment. And we're back! I had to install a whole bunch of crap that Windows doesn't install by default. Like the full suite of system sounds, for example. So I had to go away for a while to do that, and the computer had to restart again. So now we're going back into Windows. And hopefully it won't take quite as long this time. We gotta create a driver information database, it seems. Oh boy. Alright. Come on now, Windows, let's go. I'll be damned. Doesn't play the music. Well, I have to find the music for you guys then. Actually, folks, I stand corrected. I managed to fix the sound problems, so here's our true outro. A little bit of canyon.mid. Thank you for tuning in to watch me, V Sigma, mess around with an old computer for your amusement. V Sigma signing off. Hope you all have a good day. So I magically fixed my sound. I don't know how. It just did. Oh boy, computer froze. Oh, never mind. Unfroze.